Hello YouTube. Do you know the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One of them is a little lighter. I just picked up this big buck for $1.35. Remember when it was under a buck? Anyway, so Blackberry's announcing that they are going away from hardware and steering towards security-based software, predominantly for Android. And even though they are, I wanted to show you the coolest thing I've just recently learned about it since sliced bread, which actually is probably a more accurate term is the greatest thing since smartphones in general. I love you can double tap. I think that might be a marshmallow feature. The Blackberry Priv, I don't know if any other phone has this, but it's the first phone I've found. You choose the backdrop, choose your favorite number, put that number in the specific location, and voila. Well, if you get it in, that 3 needs to be over the eye, and it'll unlock. So, this new wallpaper, live wallpaper, is pretty cool. It's a DNA. You can get it in the Play Store. Before I get to my favorite feature that I've just learned about, what I love is these pop-up widgets. I don't use them enough. Well, what's so great about them is when you actually use them, they don't open up that app in your active apps, which should be like that. Okay, so like this, and then you don't see it, you know? Pandora, it's generic. It doesn't show the album art, which I shouldn't be playing anyways, because as soon as I hit play, YouTube's gonna be like, "Oh, you're blocked. Can't play any music ever." Even if Pandora decided to throw advertising all over YouTube, because you can't get away from using Pandora without a damn ad popping up every 2 seconds. Anyways, the greatest feature. So, when you go into a text message, let's just go into a generic one here. See how the top row of the QWERTY doesn't match that of a PC. Not like you would find on this particular wireless keyboard. So, and I use a password configuration that predominantly uses these top 2 rows. That way I can get uppercase, lowercase, numbers and symbols in a relatively, I can do it within 3 to 5 seconds. Easily. 12 to 16 characters. In a very, very short amount of time. So it saves a lot of time and prevents hackers from getting in as easily because, well, you got uppercase, lowercase, symbols, and numbers. And what upset me about the Blackberry Priv is that the symbols here, when you brought this up, they didn't match that of... sorry about that. Nope, don't want to do that. Symbols. The 2 between the virtual and physical keyboard didn't match. So now I've made them match. Not only did I make them match, I made them match a QWERTY PC keyboard, which I really like. It's made it so much easier. And I didn't even have this ability back in BlackBerry's OS 10 or any BlackBerry before they went to Android. So this is a relatively new feature. But you can also customize this further if you wanted to. Just show you how real quick. Hopefully I don't screw this up for you. I've already done like 5 takes of this video. Don't want to do any more. Alright, so Blackberry keyboard. And then you're going to go to advanced. And then you're going to go to symbol and customization. You'll have to do this twice, especially if you want it to be identical. So this is for the virtual, and I've already customized it, but you can go through emoticons, punctuation, accents, brackets, currency, math, and even that little temperature degree symbol. I use that in my work a lot, and that's one thing I liked about Android that BlackBerry didn't have. I couldn't find that temperature icon, but I can, and I have programmed it from my symbols, custom symbol layout in either fashion. The physical, which you won't be able to do it from here. Which both shouldn't be up. Why are you both up? Symbols. Oh, that's why it was up. Because it's the symbols. And then when you go and do it in the virtual, See? And if you want, obviously there's the other ones. But I just like having the numbers with the top row of the... Who uses this one? What is that even for? I know it's to, increase an integer value or like 5 squared or 5, whatever. It's a mathematical thing, but it's so random to have that associated with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number 6. I don't know. But that's my favorite feature. I'm glad they've added it. I'm going to be sad that BlackBerry's going to go because this is the greatest phone I've ever owned. The only things that bug me is, well, this flip case covers up part of the screen, so you got to move it a little bit. It's silly. But for the most part, it is the greatest phone. Sure, it doesn't have RF capability like the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 that I'm recording this with. It doesn't have a fingerprint scanner because it doesn't have a button. But I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't have a stylus. I don't care. I'm left-handed, so having a stylus on the right-hand side is annoying anyways. That's pressy, which recently stopped pressing. So I'm going to get a new one of those. I got it for $10, and it's well worth it because you can program the press of your headphone jack button exclusively on Android because iPhone 7 doesn't have it. Pressing that can turn on my flashlight, so as I'm pulling it out of the pocket, hit that button, got the flashlight already on. If I'm working at night or something, that's really useful. But yes, I encourage everybody to get the Blackberry Priv. Give it a shot. I promise you, there is a slight learning curve, but there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube that'll help you get past it. Think of it as Windows back in the day. Somebody had to show you. Well, now with YouTube, everybody can show everyone, each other, how to maximize their efficiency with this device. Like I said, it is the greatest phone. It's just, I can't stress this enough, folks. I don't know how to tell you this any other way. It's usually not that hard. It's only because I am, looking at it through this screen, trying to line up something on a location, a number on a location. But that's how you unlock it. It's pretty cool. You can do the regular traditional PIN or the PIN pattern or password, but I just find that this is interactive. It's a nice little feature to just get you kind of engaged with your phone. Whatever your favorite number is in your favorite location, and you just drop it there. And it's always random. I really love that. Well, I guess I'm just going to end this short, but I really, really want you to give the Blackberry Priv a shot. I wish if everybody just got one, I'm going to get a couple more. Honestly, I'm going to give one away, and I'm going to get another one as a backup because this is like the Jordan 6. This phone is so underrated, and eventually everybody's going to want it, and I pray that BlackBerry finds a way to even find a third party, somebody to keep this platform alive. I want to see a Priv 2, I want Priv 3, a Priv 4, Priv 5, skip the 6 and go to 7. I don't care. I really just like this design. It's a beautiful device, hands down. I can't stress it enough. I mean, I got a little chippage. This thing is held up well. I got a matte finish off Amazon. It doesn't leave any fingerprints. It's really nice. Guys, I can't stress this enough. This phone isn't getting enough reviews. It isn't getting enough feedback. It's a very good device. The pictures, you could take pictures so darn quick with this thing. Like I said, the only reason it's taking me so long is I got a fly on me, bugging me, and I'm trying to see this through my Note 4. I don't have a tripod for phones, just my Sony 1080p cam, and I don't really want to edit anything. I just want to point and shoot at this point. So, excuse me if I'm too lazy to actually edit, but what else could I show you about this thing? It's just too much to cover. Oh yeah, double click the lock button, and now you're in picture taking mode. It's just like that's awesome. They've always been media first. BlackBerry's always been about multimedia, getting to your pictures, getting to your media, getting to your content. And I just if you wanted to take an immediate picture while you're stuck in traffic, bam, double click, you're in, and you take the picture. With Samsung, it's always been a delay and a lag, and this phone comes with an 18 megapixel camera. The iPhone is what, 12? iPhone 7 is 12 megapixel. Yay! Take away my headphone jack and give me a shittier camera. Dear Lord, I apologize. Anyways, people, please give it a shot. please give it a shot. It is a great device. Blackberry, you're onto something with this. Don't give up. I'm telling you. Take care.